Hello, how are you all doing, fellow YouTubers? Okay, so I bought some envelope templates and the liners from Michaels. Let's see, can I turn this? Okay, so I'm trying to work this out with my camera span and all of that. So this is how they had them more organized in the pack, but basically this is how they came in the pack. Okay, it's called envelope liner templates, and they have 6 different pieces. And I don't have all the pieces in there. I just kind of tossed them back in there because I'm using them. And then on this one, it had the envelope template. They're from Recollections, and they may have always had these available. I don't know. I just happened to go in the store the other day. So I hadn't been in there in a while, and I figured they probably are gonna have some sales. I've worked retail, so I can kind of almost time it. This is a diamond dot kit that I got from Ollie's for how much? It was about $3 and something. So I have been working on that and some other things here. But so I got those templates. At first I didn't. I did another haul and I showed you what I did get. And I was like, well, you know what? I wasn't really worried about getting them the first time because I have this kit that I got from Hobby Lobby some years ago. It's say here. It was back in probably 22 because according to this label here, it was 8 of 2, which meant that was probably August of 22. Here, can you see? And I got it for 74 cents. I mean $8.74. But this is upside down. First off, but it's a 4-piece die, and it has a card, and then it also had a matching set for the envelope. And so I bypassed this template set that I got at Michael's because I was like, well, I already have this, and I can make little note cards. This isn't a standard. I think this is maybe like an A2 size. We'll check it out. I didn't measure it, and I was intending to measure it before I did. Well, it has the dimensions, but I didn't compare it. So, and with these cards, sometimes when you're buying them, what I'm looking at is here. You have to make sure that you're looking at, so it's an A2 card, and it says it works with an A2 envelope for the card, and then for the card it says, for the envelope it says it works with an A2 card. It says it right here. So a lot of times, I don't know if you all do it, but I have done it where I don't read these little tags, and then I get home later, and thank God most of the time I have most of the things that are needed. Okay, so I already had this, so I didn't think I needed the template, but I went on and I got the template. After I thought about it, I was like, you know what? That is an A2 card. I might need an A7 card, which is a standard card that we use for America. So I was like, I got these. I bought these. Trying to find it. I'm organized until I'm not. Well, anyway, I got them here. I was trying to find an actual packet. Like I have these packs that they put on sale at Hobby Lobby. And so this one was one that I bought back in last year. And so they just had this set on sale. And I was trying to find a package because I did have several of them here. But I did a video showing you all that I bought them. So anyway, this was originally $9.99, and I think I paid like $1.99 for it. And it shows you what it comes with. So it comes with a sticker sheet, a letter sheet, a 3D embellishment sticker, and then it comes with 5 different 12 by 12 scrapbook pages, and they're 2 each. Okay, so what I did do is I looked at them and I saw which one of these had nap and which ones didn't. This is nap, meaning in sewing terms that it's directional, so you need to make sure that you accommodate for the direction, where this one doesn't necessarily have a direction. This one does and that one doesn't. Okay, so what I did, just to kind of show you all what this does, I ran it through the die cutting machine and got this envelope, which of course, because it's plain on this side, I could use this side, but the idea is to use the other side. But at the same time, I'm using that to make sure I'm marking it to get it straight. So changing the camera direction. I need to pull out a scoring tool, but we're just doing the basics. I'm not going to take this down or anything at this time because I want to show you all some more things. And I thought my camera had more time, but it's going to limit me on the time that I have to show y'all everything. So for me, this is the envelope. I would tape it down, and you can either do it with this on top or that on top. That's your option. And then it also came with these cards. So see how that direction, it doesn't matter which way you turn it. But with these, I felt it was directional. So I did use this just to make the card. And then, of course, they work together. So I would put said card in here. And, you know, I know people are saying, well, what are people going to use cards for? Sometimes, like when my children, I do still have a minor child. And so if I have to send a note to the teacher, I can use this for that. Like, say if she was absent and I need to give her an excuse. Okay, so what did I do with these other templates? All right, let me show you. Well, let me show you this first. Okay, so this is the largest template for an envelope. So I had to pull out the 12 by 12 paper. As you see, this is the 12 by 12. And then I had to angle it. And then I traced it with a pencil because I can't erase it. Now, this page is directional, but I just wanted to show y'all, you're going to need that 12 by 12 to get this largest envelope out. Now, of course, you know, you don't have to buy these kits, these templates. You can easily, and I just pulled out a few. You can get your regular envelope and rip it apart, or one that came with a letter. You can make an insert, and you can make one, or this. These are all templates. And then you could always get the template paper. They have blank ones that you can use. Okay, so I also grabbed a magazine that I happened to have here, and I was just trying to enjoy my weekend. And so I'm looking for the magazine, and it's right here. So I pulled out this magazine and start looking through it and deciding, well, what would I want to use? I could use these items as liners anyway, at least for liners. So I got this picture and I drew around this, and then I do have a little cricket I see, so if you see that, don't judge me. And then I thought I was going to draw this one for you, but I actually had seen this one. And these two will make really good liners. I could have added more of the house. I could have added more of the sky to it. This is a Southern Living, a summer to create. This is the issue June, July of 2026. So I am going to cut those out. And then I pulled out some other sheets. So let me show you what I did when I pulled out the other sheets. Okay. So I thought that looked great. Now this side could be good with good bones. So yeah, that's what I did decide. Because really when you're putting it in there, you're not going to see that part when you make the envelope. So if you don't want this bottom part showing, when you put it up in there, you're not going to see that, but you'll see the house. So you don't have to worry about that writing so much. I got this one. I thought it was very cute. I just got to find some matching pages. I did this one. I think they're talking about. Now I got this here from Hobby Lobby. And I don't know if they had it near envelope templates. I didn't look at that. I just saw it and I said, oh, that seems like a good idea. And I realized later I had bought some other ones. So this is also one I pulled out already. It was in an article. And I made the envelope. I used one of the templates, the envelope templates. You see where I traced it with the pen. And I said, okay, maybe you need to get a pencil. And then I traced this part with that silver pen, or marker, whatever it is. And so you put these in here. I didn't glue them down or anything yet, or tape them, but you put those in there, and voila, you got an envelope. I need a card to put in there. And then this one, I just took a page that had burgers. So I thought that was pretty neat. Just using your envelope. And if you really had to use this, you could put your labels on there and then send it off. There's nothing, a rule against what you used to send it, but you just have to have these standard sizes and a stamp. I used to work for the post office. And no, I didn't really see any of these come through, but you see all kinds of stuff come through. So I did this one because I thought this was a really great picture and a really great idea. Look at this. A great scene. Look, see, it has the writing down there. And then I saw these flowers. So I thought that was really pretty. And so this one, I went just a few steps further to show you. I put some items here. Where did I put them? My tape. So I have several tapes. Like I have this glue, it's for jewelry. I was going to use that. Then you got these little glue sticks, but I use this glue paper. I do have the spray here, but I didn't want to mess up a whole lot of stuff by spraying this tonight. And then Walmart no stores where I had the paint cans and stuff, they do have a spray. Then I also bought this from Hobby Lobby some time ago. And I said I could use that or this. But I ended up, just for all intents and purposes, I used this. And let me just say, Mod Podge, those people that make that plaid, they also have an envelope glue in there, which is, they sell, that's kind of tacky. I saw that Michael's some years ago. But this one, I did use this adhesive here. So you see it's no puckering or anything. And I taped up one side a little higher than the other. And then I left this tape here because when you get ready to seal the envelope, you could have that. And then I did put a piece of tape behind there just to hold it in there. Now I could put another piece here or the little dots. I supposedly have pulled out some dots to show you all. In fact, here they go. I could have put some little dots like up there to hold this in and on each side. Here they're showing that you can draw your own pictures or use different kinds of paper. But like I said, I bought the template, and so I said, well, let me use it. So like I said, this here lets you make an envelope. You don't see any puckering. When you rip those off, you can close it down. I did a little burger that was going to match with the other burger envelope, but it just was a little too much. So I'm running out of time, but I just wanted to show you all, if you want to use that template and if you like the ideas that I have, they have it there. Now this was another kit I had gotten from Crafter's Companion that they have an example, and then you can use it. And I was like, okay, I compared and contrasted. And I do like the one that Michael's has because well, one, you may or may not be able to get this anymore, but the one at Michael's, it was $6, and then the envelope 10